Hi, this is Julio here. Welcome back to Go Spaghettio. Today we're going to talk about irrational thinking. We call that, or I call that, success stopper thinking or brain bully thinking. Brain bully thinking stops us from achieving our goals. It causes us to feel and act in ways that are not self-helpful. So brain bully success stopper thinking we're going to talk about today. It's all part and parcel of the Go Spaghettio approach to social emotional learning. On this slide, we revisit the ABC theory of emotional disturbance as provided by Irrational Emotive Behaviour Therapy, created by Ellis. The ABC theory of emotional disturbance, as we've discussed many a time in other videos, is the idea that when something happens, how we respond emotionally and behaviourally to that event, the A part of the ABC theory, is not just a consequence of A. Our thinking about what happens has something to do with it, and lots of different philosophies reflect these ideas. One being Epictetus, 100 AD, said that things of themselves don't make us act and feel as we do, but it's our interpretation of what we experience, and that's incorporated in Albert Ellis's ABC theory of emotional disturbance, and it underpins the Go Spaghettio approach to social emotional learning. So we want children to develop an A plus B equals C outlook. That is, that when something happens at A, how we interpret, perceive the event, think about the event, affects how we respond emotionally and behaviorally to that event. So that's the ABC theory of emotional disturbance. It's a counseling paradigm. Albert Ellis said the future of psychotherapy is in the classroom, and Go Spaghettio is one way of doing that. We're talking about irrational thinking here, or success stopper thinking, brain bully thinking. When we use brain bully thinking, or when brain bully thinking is in operation, it causes brain bully feelings and brain bully behaviors. This is what we want to teach our children so that we can get them to a point where they can learn how to think about their thinking when they get to upper primary age, the age level. So in REBT, Rational Emotive Behaviour Therapy, irrational thinking refers to a way of thinking that's illogical. It's not supported by the evidence. It's inflexible and extreme. So that characterizes the irrational mindset. We call that brain bully thinking. It's a fixed mindset outlook. It doesn't accommodate any kind of flexible way of seeing things. It's either my way or the highway type of thinking. As in most of my videos, we refer to the Go Spaghettio Success Helper chart. We want to teach children the 6 competencies or capabilities, characteristics that will help them or hold them in good stead when they are forging ahead, thriving in the world. We want them to thrive and to be happy and successful, but understand that there will be barriers to their success. And how do you deal with that? So these 6 competencies are underpinned by a flexible mindset, not a closed mindset. We're talking about rational thinking. We're talking about a mindset, a virtual way of seeing the world that better approximates the reality of the world. So that's rational thinking. Rational thinking helps us achieve our goals, helps us manage our emotions successfully, so that we can, thrive, forge ahead. Probably the cornerstone of emotional or psychological well-being is the I'm worthwhile crocodile thinking, which represents Albert Ellis's unconditional self-acceptance. That meaning that my worth is not given to me by anybody; it can't be taken away. What I think of me is more important than what you think of me, not in an arrogant way, but in a realistic way. So you can take on criticism. You understand that people will have an opinion of you. You'll be criticized, but you don't take that on board, because a person's opinion of you is not you. So that's the idea behind the I'm worthwhile crocodile way of thinking. Where does brain bully thinking come from? Success stopper thinking. Well, where does any thinking come from? It's a construct. In our heads, we construct ideas philosophies, habits of thinking based on the information we receive from our environment. And our children are constructing knowledge. They're not just passively accepting it from beyond them. They're actually using information provided to them by people around them, and they're formulating their own ways of thinking, their own interpretations of what's happening. So constructivism is the theory that says learners construct knowledge rather than just passively taking in information. As people experience the world and reflect upon those experiences, they build their own representations and incorporate new information into the pre-existing knowledge, their schemas. So this is a philosophy or theory that underpins the Have a Go Spaghettio approach to social emotional learning in the early childhood context. So here are some examples of some fixed mindset ways of thinking. I must always get what I want, and it's not fair when I don't. When I don't get what I want, it's a catastrophe. It's so awful that I just can't stand it. And Albert Ellis called that I can't stand it-itis. When we believe something is so awful that we can't stand it. The belief that I'm dumb if I do dumb things is an irrational construct. Doing something is not being something. The idea that you can be any kind of failing or success is irrational. You're okay no matter what. I can't handle it. This is too hard. I'll never be able to manage to do this. Is an irrational idea. It's brain bully thinking, causes brain bully feelings and brain bully actions. Bad things will happen. Forecasting bad things, anticipating bad things is also something that's characteristic of a fixed mindset. The world's a bad place, bad things happen, and it's just going to happen again. So brain bully thinking is success stopper thinking. Ruby Finds a Worry is one of many books that you can find that is illustrative of mindset, fixed mindset and growth mindset ideas, rational thinking, irrational thinking, brain friend thinking, brain bully thinking. This is one example. It's called Ruby Finds a Worry, and I had a look through it briefly, and it says that worries are common to everybody. Everyone has worries. It also illustrates the idea that sharing your worries with other people is helpful, with a receptive other. It didn't suggest that it refers to the thinking that underpins the emotional and behavioral consequence of what's happening. It exists, but where does it come from? Where do these behaviors and emotions come from? These are questions you can ask yourself and ask your children, using the ABC theory of emotional disturbance as your foundation theory. Don't forget to sing your Have a Go Spaghettio song at the beginning of the day. It sets the day up, it forecasts success. And it also bears in mind the idea that there will be hurdles and challenges, but we will work to overcome them by using the 6 Success Helper Have a Go Spaghettio competencies outlined earlier on in this video. So have a go Spaghettio, give it a try, banana pie, and have a good day. And we finish, as always, with a quote by Dr. Albert Ellis, the creator of Rational Emotive Behaviour Therapy, whose work underpins the Have a Go Spaghettio Success Helper approach to social emotional learning. And here Dr. Ellis says, in fact, most of what we call anxiety is over concern about what someone thinks of you. And this is linked to the I'm a worthwhile crocodile way of thinking, outlook. The idea that I'm always worthwhile, even if you don't think I am, and even if things don't go so well, that's got nothing to do with my worth. It's a given. It's always there. So don't waste too much time on how other people might esteem you, because their estimation of you is not as important as your own estimation of yourself. So on that note, I'll complete this video. Give us a thumbs up if you find it useful. Leave a comment if you will. Haven't had one yet. You could be the first one. All the best. Thanks. Bye.